Hey guys, and welcome to the pilot program. Now, this first video is going to be a overall summary of exactly what this program is and what the framework is that we're using. So everyone is going to have one Miro board. So this is a tool called Miro. It's a digital whiteboard. It's a very cool tool. We use it a lot to get a very detailed understanding of each and every one of the pilot partners that we work with. Now I'm going to zoom way out to give you kind of the whole landscape of things, and you can zoom in or out by pressing Control or Command and kind of scrolling in or scrolling out. Or if you're using a trackpad, just pinching and these kind of movements. But essentially on the left-hand side, you'll see some notes. These notes are basically everything that I'm saying in this video, kind of put there as point form. Then, so you can take a read there if ever you want to get a quick understanding of what's going on. The middle is this is the framework, the pilot program framework, and we use a framework called the business model canvas, and that really helps us understand the details and the nuances of every single business that we work with. On the right-hand side, we have a little stockpile of stickies. So for whatever reason, if you need more stickies than what's provided, you can always just go into the stockpile, take one, drag it in, and I will replenish that as I see fit. And then the other thing is some tools that I use. You guys should just ignore this. Honestly, I'm going to move this a little far away. You don't really need that at all. I use that to just organize the information that you provide to me on this whiteboard. So for this video, I just want to stay really high level and talk about how this entire canvas comes together. And then in subsequent videos, I'm going to make one video per section. So you'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections. I'm going to make 9 videos talking about what we talk about in these sections, the types of questions that we need answered, as well as why we talk about what we are talking about. So again, just to stay high level, if we take a look at this, and I know it's very small, so you guys don't need to read anything right now, but we have 3 pillars. So the first one is key partners, then we have services offered, and then we have customer segments. And so this is kind of like the 3 pillars that we believe are at every single business. We need to deeply understand who your customers are, what their experience is. We need to deeply, again, understand the services that you're offering and how you're offering them, how the pricing is structured. And then the last thing is your key partners. This is where we want to understand what your relationship is with your current software provider and what would the ideal relationship look like with your software provider. At the end of the day, the software that you guys are choosing and a software in the space, it's more than just a software. It's really a partnership because at the end of the day, like this is where most of the business work happens. And so we like to look at every single one of our customers as partners, and we want to be the best partner that we can be. So we have this section that's kind of dedicated for that. Now, with that being said, we have 4 boxes that are also extremely, extremely important. And so on the right, we're going to start on the right-hand side. We have customer relationships and channels. So essentially what customer relationships and channels are, these are 2 boxes that bridge the gap between the services that you guys offer and the customers that you guys service. So the first one is customer relationships. So this is every type of interaction that you may have with a customer, whether it be picking up the phone and answering questions, fixing registration problems, refunds or discounts or whatever it may be. Any of the interaction, physical interaction, or even digital interaction that you guys have with your customers, we want to kind of plot out all of the different interactions you have, and we want to rank it based off of if it's high value, low effort, high value, high effort, so on and so forth. I'm not going to get too into the details. I will make a video, like I said, and this will make a whole lot more sense then. The next thing is channels. Channels is kind of what allows us to understand how a new individual becomes a customer. So how are they aware? How do they become interested? How do they decide? How do they make the action of buying? And then finally, how do you guys retain them? And then more importantly, how do you get them to refer more people? So understanding this entire journey, this helps us because we want to be able to provide a software that enables you guys to get as many people through the doors and retain as many people and then get them to refer as many people to really, really maximize the value that you're getting from our software. So that's the more customer facing side. You'll notice, it's services and then the customers, relationship channel, very customer facing. Everything on the right hand side, think customer facing. Left hand side. So this is more business facing. So this is how your business, the back end, this is on the left, it's almost like the back of this board. This is how the business, the back end is operating. So the software that you're using, like I said, the relationship, XYZ, all of that stuff, we want to know. But then also we want to know who are the human resources, who are the staff that you have, front desk staff, admin, coaches, everyone that is helping your business get to where it is today. We want to have a very deep, deep understanding of the different types of people. And again, this is important because we are making software. We are making software for sports complexes, but really we're making software for the people inside the sports complex. So we want to know, we want to have a deep understanding of who those people are. Once we understand that, we want to understand the operations. So what I mean by operations is like the literal term of operations. So what are the different steps that you guys take, the different sets of operations that you guys have to run the business? So everything from scheduling the season to taking registrations to any of the middle of season troubleshooting that you may have to the end of the season retrospective or like analysis that you guys do. We want to have a flow chart of all of these operations that you have and how you're doing it on the software. The reason we do that is, again, once we have a very good understanding, we can start cutting out some of the steps in the operations, making it more efficient, and then again, saving you time, saving you money. That brings me to the last part, which is savings opportunities and revenue opportunities. Usually, from experience, when we go through these boxes here, these 7 boxes, we get a whole ton of ideas, whether it comes from us or it comes from you, um, of features that can either save you more money or it can create more revenue for you guys. And so again, we don't want to lose these ideas. We really, really encourage them. And so as these new ideas start coming in and we can figure out ways to innovate, we want to save them at the bottom here as either saving opportunities or revenue opportunities. That is the pilot program. That's kind of all of the different boxes. Really high level summary. I know maybe some parts may not be super, super clear, but you'll see in the next videos, I'm gonna have them labeled as like what we're talking about. So maybe customer segments didn't make sense. So you can watch that video and then get a better understanding of what's to be discussed, over there. All right, so I'm going to end this video now. I've rambled enough for long enough. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.